Welcome everybody to our video blog. This is George Veter, Veter Financial here at Veter Ranch, having a bronc riding practice early in September. I wanted to chat with everybody out there that follows this blog about what's going on this summer, hopefully alleviate some of the maybe nerves that people have this time of year. And so I'll dive right in. First of all, here we are September 9th. The market has had some turbulence. We had a week of volatility on all of the indices, especially on the NASDAQ. And September, as I've always preached to all my clients, is historically the weakest month on the calendar. So we expect volatility, but we haven't been disappointed. The market was up today, but following a week of kind of a negative tone to the market. So I want to talk a little bit about what is moving in the market and how we interpret that. First of all, most of the volatility to the downside has been with the NASDAQ. It's down just a tick under 9% from its high point, where the Dow is down just a little under 2% from its high point. So not all indices are the same. What we can deduce from that is that it's been a technology-driven rebalancing of today's market, which I know if you own a bunch of tech stocks, that's not like wonderful news, but it's important for the health of the market. When we have sector concentration and like a bubble forming because because the public is too invested in one particular theme, valuations often get too lofty and we get out of balance. So in that sense, artificial intelligence related themed stocks that we've talked about on a couple of different blog posts have been the ones that have been taken back because evaluations are seeming too stretched. But small caps have come back. The Dow representative stocks, which have less technology but have more of the dividend paying, what we would call classic value stocks, they've had a resurgence. And bonds have been doing phenomenal. In fact, bonds, both the aggregate bond index, which is investment grade bonds, and corporate bonds that do not carry the same investment grade, both of them are at all-time highs. So bonds are offsetting the risk of stocks like they're supposed to do. So I love this type of market. We're having balance. We're having different sectors rotate whatever is leading the market, which is important for a healthy market. Now, as far as what questions, if we find ourselves being concerned because of volatility in the summer, what questions should we be asking? First, what questions should we not be asking? What we should not be asking is this terrible? Is this the beginning of a market crash? Are we going to have a recession? All those negative themed questions that might roll through our minds, or if we listen to certain social media outlets are encouraged, are not productive. Here's the truth, and maybe this will comfort you. This is a fourth year of a presidential term and a national election year. And since 1928, the average return is 11.3 on the S&P on election years. So this is actually a good thing, not a bad thing, as far as the cycle and relationship of politics to economics. Also, the third quarter, which we're in the heart of, is the weakest quarter of the year. What question should we ask? What can we do to take advantage of some volatility that we expected to come in the summer? Well, we can make sure we're balanced. If we don't have enough bonds in our portfolio, we should add. If we're too heavy in tech, we should lighten up our tech and make sure that we have all the other market themes that take their turn leading the market. Okay, so make sure that we're balanced. And if our risk tolerance is less than the turbulence we're experiencing, maybe we should reconsider what our long-term goal is. Now, also during a period like this, we can make sure that we are preparing proper short-term cash. We talk about emergency funds all the time. You should have 6 months, the rule of thumb, in reserve for when you have volatility in the market so you don't sell at an opportune time and you use your cash in that instance. There are three things, again, that are driving the market long-term. We have interest rates going down, consumer spending high, and corporate profits beating all expectations. That's a recipe for continued gains in the stock market. Also, I would ask yourself, is this portfolio style appropriate for me? And talk to me if you don't know the answer to that question. I would say probably it is. If our organization is managing your money, we've considered where you're at and what your goals are and how to get there in the safest possible way. Okay, now remember also we are beginning the fourth quarter in October, and when earnings start in the fourth quarter, that historically has been the best time to make money in stocks. You have October, November, December, and January. Our best month on the calendar average since the Second World War is December. November's our second best month, January's our third best month, and it starts when we have earnings in the middle of October. So make sure you're saddled up by then. If you have extra cash due to having a little bit of selling in the market, this is the time to put it to work, not run, but engage. Now, again, if you have questions or if you need some faith in this part of the market cycle, please call our office. We'll be glad to walk you through historical comparisons, calm your nerves, and prepare you to actually advance in your goals towards your long-term strategies. Again, grateful you're our clients or following this blog, and hope we get to see you soon.